So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So in this video, we're going to play around with Kid and Law, and we're going to make use of their unique ability in their special that lets special damage go through everything, including normal attacks only. And after that, they do a ton of damage themselves, 500 times damage in type damage to all enemies. And that's what we're going to focus on in this video, the type damage, because we're going to use a very cool tree of units. So first, of course, we have Law and Kid that makes this all possible with doing the damage. Then we have Luffy and Yamato, who in their special has the ability to apply increased damage taken to all enemies 2 times through full immunity, which is kind of important. And yeah, they are the same as Law and Kid with the 8 swaps needed, so running them together kind of makes sense since you need to swap Law and Kid anyway, so you might as well just swap Luffy Yamato too. And then we have the captain that makes this all possible, which is Trash Map Big Mom. I'm not sure if all of you are aware of this. I personally not used it before. My Swedish friend Bobby loves using this, especially in Treasure Map. But Big Mom's captain, if you have every type on the crew, lets you do boosted damage dealt by type damage special by 3 times. So Long Kid special that usually does 500 times damage now does 1500 times damage. And if you run double Big Mom, that's 3000 times damage. Big Mom also just got level limit break, which is pretty good. It's basically the same as just that instead of G-Orbs you get Semla, which is a big difference. And Big Mom's captain also lets her buff her own attack boost to like 2.25 times when tapping with her with Semla. So yeah, she's really good now. So we have 2 teams using double Big Mom captain with Law Kid and Luffy Yamato subs. So the plan is basically that for the first stages we stall for CD as well as swaps, because remember with Big Mom we need all 5 colors for it to work. So here's Arena Mihawk. He is an int boss, so we want to abuse the side damage from Law. So we count Law as a side unit. Big Mom of course is strength. Luffy in Luffy Yamato is strength, so that's why I build around Yamato, who is Dex. So that means that if you use this combination of units, you always have a flex spot that is quick, and then either Psy or int, depending on what you want Law and Kid to do. So it should be kind of hard to build for content with these restrictions, but luckily all of Big Mom and Law Kid and Luffy Yamato do have a lot of utility, and I even got away with not using any utility on Law Kid. Instead I used the OHKO support, which is the biggest base attack booster. I want to note that there are some other ways to increase the damage that Law Kid works. Like, I maybe didn't mention it before, but increased damage taken does increase the damage from Law and Kid's special as well. So as said, we're talking like 3000 times damage thanks to Big Mom. Well, Luffy Yamato double stats, we're talking like 6000 times damage instead of the normal 500 times damage. Luffy Law Kid also has the EX, of course, that also does 200 times damage. We won't use it for this first team, but we'll use it for the second team. As for this team, if we focus on that, well, we're going to stall a bit against Moria here. And after that, we're going to use Perona. She's just some extra damage, basically, because the plan here is that I get Moria pretty low health. And after that, I swap Luffy Yamato and Law Kid. Set up for the super swap, but that means I have no captain ability, so I want to do as much damage to Moria as possible. I should have definitely done more damage to Moria. I forgot that the damage Big Mom does at the end of turn is HP cuts, so I can get Moria super low and Big Mom won't kill. So yeah, I should have got Moria even lower than this, but whatever, not a big deal. And another thing I should have done is use 1 Big Mom special here to do even more damage, but it worked, so I'm not rerunning the team just for minor optimizations. So yeah, this was the first try I did with this team and it worked, so I was pretty happy with it. But as you see, it's tight when you don't have any attack boosts at all from the captain. But it's just for that one turn. Now we can super swap both our duo units. Remember that when you super swap these duo units, they become duo units for 3 turns. So it means we can benefit from them both this stage and the next stage. And that's basically essential because, yeah, we currently have no attack boosting captain as said, but after swapping them to duo form, we do get the full captain ability of Big Mom and 5 times captain ability for a free-to-play. Pretty good. And yeah, I have Mihawk as well. He's mainly here for the attack down. He also removes 1 turn of barrier, and then I can use the ship to remove another turn of barrier. It's a bit sad that Law Kid doesn't have the barrier pen ability. I think that will have fit pretty well and will have made the unit a lot better. That's like one of the best potential abilities you can have. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of damage this stage and we're ready for final stage. So the plan is, if I haven't been clear about it yet, we're going to just one-hit KO Arena Mihawk. That's the plan. And yeah, he has a lot of HP. It's well about 60 million HP, so one KOing him is not an easy task by any means. And yeah, we increase the damage for Mihawk, and now we're going to get that nuke from Lion Kid. And as said, if we put together every buffs we have, we're talking like 6,000 times their attacking damage, so going to be a real nuke this. And yeah, we do get the 1 KO. That's actually pretty tight. I don't think we did that much about his HP, but mission success. So I thought we would try one more, and we're facing the highest HP arena boss in Sanju and Wolf. One thing I can discuss is the fact that my Law Kid is currently level 120, and that's not because I did off-screen pulls. No, I fed posters, and I felt like 120 was a good middle ground because I wanted as much attack as possible for memes like this, because in the end what I'm doing this with is a meme. It's not super good, it's pretty cool, but not great, not that viable. But yeah, the higher attack, the better it is. And then you can ask, why didn't you level 130 them or level 150 them? And to that I'd say, I'm going to pull dupes in the future, and the dupe I pull is another row to level 150. So why level 150 when I want to pull dupes anyway in the future, and then those dupes are not as good and I wasted posters. So this way I'm not really wasting posters, because the 4 dupes I need for Rainbow still means I lack 1 dupe for level 150. So if I ever pull a dupe, I can also invest a poster, get them to level 130, and then I just naturally make them level 150 with dupes. So that's kind of my idea. I don't have any plans to pull on part 2 though. Not right now at least, like maybe after Kaido Sugo if I get really lucky and it's like, yeah, I like to pull a Nami or Law Kid then. Maybe, but not going to happen in the near future. Anyway, we are doing some stalling now in the beginning. It's the same strat as before. For this team though, I've added the element of EX. Just to rehash, despite being a duo unit, Law Kid can use the EX special, and they are the only unit who can use EX special as sub. And it does a lot of damage, 200 times their attack. So the special does 500 times their attack, EX special does 200 times their attack, so we're talking 700 times total. But we do need 2 specific units to get the EX. And one is a Luffy, so Luffy Yamato, but then I needed like a Zoro or Beppo or Kill or X-Drake, something specific. So I went with a Zoro. The main problem here is having the utility for stage 4, but still having what I need to do a lot of damage final stage. And this was the best I could do, so I'm pretty happy. As said, a lot of these units do have good support. And yeah, here I don't need to do any shenanigans with swaps and such, because final stage Wolf does reduce my CD anyway, and he doesn't do anything. So I can just stall a turn and set up for the super swap for turn 2. And yeah, just need to kill here, and yeah, it's very easy to do a lot of damage with this big mom. She got a great level limit break, and as said, it's like the perfect timing since she got a perfect playmate. At least for fun teams, like this is not very viable in treasure map, where it otherwise could have been pretty good. And yeah, we set up for next turn. One thing you notice in this team is that Lockheed does a bit more damage as well. That's because one other buff that affects the damage you do with specials is the base attack boost. And Kingdom of Daño does add a base attack boost here. It's just plus 500, but as you see, it makes a big difference. So I really want to try and add like a maxed out Nami. Will require with those stalling probably, but that does add like 3000 base attack boost optimally, and that's a lot of extra damage. So that's something I look forward to trying. But as you see here, Wolf, we do almost 80 million, but there's still quite a bit left. So the question is, can the EX super kill? And the answer is boom, boom, boom. No. If this was level 130, it would have killed. So I'm still pretty satisfied, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.